A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. As Ukraine commemorates the somber third anniversary of Russia's full-scale invasion, President Volodymyr Zelensky has made a striking declaration regarding his willingness to step down from his position in exchange for NATO membership for Ukraine. This bold statement comes at a time of heightened tensions and shifting dynamics in international relations, particularly with the United States and Russia. In a press conference held in Kyiv, Zelensky emphasized that his primary concern is the security of Ukraine, stating, "If you need me to leave this chair, I am ready to do that, and I also can exchange it for NATO membership for Ukraine." This remark underscores the urgency felt by the Ukrainian leadership as they navigate the ongoing conflict, which has resulted in significant loss of life and displacement since its onset on February 24, 2022. The backdrop of this announcement is marked by a warning from Russian Deputy Foreign Minister Sergei Ryabkov, who condemned any push for a quick ceasefire without a comprehensive settlement. Ryabkov stated, "We can recognize with sufficient confidence the desire of the American side to move towards a quick ceasefire. But a ceasefire without a long-term settlement is the path to a swift resumption of fighting and a resumption of the conflict with even more serious consequences." This statement reflects Russia's unwillingness to compromise, further complicating the situation as Ukraine seeks support from its Western allies. Meanwhile, the United States is reportedly pressuring Ukraine to abandon a draft UN resolution that calls for an immediate withdrawal of Russian forces. This development has raised concerns among Ukrainian officials about the potential ramifications for their ongoing struggle against Russian aggression. An unnamed U.S. official and a European diplomat disclosed that Washington is advocating for Ukraine to drop this resolution ahead of a crucial vote. Pope Francis, who is currently hospitalized, also weighed in on the anniversary, expressing solidarity with the Ukrainian people. In a statement released by the Vatican, he described the anniversary as a painful and shameful occasion for all humanity, and called for prayers for peace in Ukraine and other conflict-ridden regions around the world. In Belfast, Northern Ireland, a poignant event was held to honor the victims of the war, with Ukrainians gathering to share their personal stories of loss. A minute of silence was observed, reflecting the somber mood as communities remember those who have suffered in the ongoing conflict. In a separate incident, debris from downed Ukrainian drones sparked a fire at an industrial site in Russia's Ryazan region. Local authorities reported that there were no injuries, but the situation highlights the ongoing hostilities that continue to affect both nations. Reports suggest that the Ryazan oil refinery, owned by Rosneft, may have been targeted. As the war enters its fourth year, Ukraine finds itself grappling with a dual challenge: the military confrontation with Russian forces and the political maneuvering required to maintain support from the United States. Recent comments from former U.S. President Donald Trump, who has criticized Zelensky and made controversial statements about Ukraine's role in the conflict, have added to the uncertainty surrounding American support. In Dublin, hundreds of Ukrainians marched in solidarity, condemning both Russian President Vladimir Putin and Trump for their actions. The demonstration served as a reminder of the ongoing plight of Ukrainians and the importance of international support. In response to the escalating conflict, the UK government announced new sanctions targeting individuals connected to the Russian state. These measures aim to restrict entry to the UK for those deemed to have significant ties to the Kremlin, including senior politicians and business figures. British Security Minister Dan Jarvis emphasized that these sanctions are intended to hold accountable those who have profited from the war while causing suffering to the Russian people. As Prime Minister Keir Starmer prepares for discussions with President Trump, he is expected to reinforce the UK's commitment to supporting Ukraine. Starmer's visit to Washington will focus on ensuring that Ukraine receives the necessary backing to maintain its sovereignty amidst the ongoing conflict. He is anticipated to join global leaders in a call hosted by Zelensky to mark the anniversary and reaffirm solidarity with Ukraine. Zelensky's remarks about potentially sacrificing his presidency for NATO membership reflect a desperate desire for security amidst an uncertain future. He has dismissed Trump's claims regarding Ukraine's debt to the U.S. for military aid, reiterating that grants should not be treated as loans. As the situation continues to evolve, the international community watches closely, hoping for a resolution that ensures peace and stability for Ukraine and its people. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.